Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wrestling Experience. My name is Earl Cole, and tonight is a very special night. It's going to be a night of the Ultimate Fans Guide. Tonight, we're going to talk about wrestling news, ticket information, and of course, the disparity and the difference between what a house show is and what a television show is. So, we got all of that for you here tonight, here on the Wrestling Experience. And thank you all so much for watching. And of course, make sure that you hit that like button, and of course, be a part of the wrestling experience. So we hope everyone had a great Thursday. We hope that you had a good, uh, I hope you all have a good upcoming weekend. And of course, you're staying warm in this frigid weather. So let's talk about the first thing on the docket is wrestling news. And according to ringsidenews.com, WWE has been shaken up once again, this time behind the announce table. WWE Raw moving to Netflix, the commentary team underwent a major reshuffle. Michael Cole and Pat McAfee returned to Raw, while Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett moved over to SmackDown. Meanwhile, Corey Graves, formerly a part of the SmackDown commentary team, found himself back on WWE NXT, kicking things off at New Year's Eve special. So Corey Graves moved to NXT. So he moved to NXT, and he's now down on NXT. So on January 13th, this is January 13th, Corey Graves took to Twitter or X and to share his raw emotions about the change and his journey in WWE. Graves delivered a deeply personal message asking fans to put themselves in his shoes. He wrote, and I quote, this is what he said. Imagine chasing your dreams, then being told not including that you're no longer physically able to pursue your dreams. Graves referred to a forced retirement from in-ring competition due to injuries that cut his wrestling career short. So then he goes on and continues. Then you decide your life to something dreams adjacent and being pretty fucking awesome at it. And then when it's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor, Graves left that hanging but made his point crystal clear. It's evidence that addressing criticism or doubt about his role change in WWE. So Corey Graves is not happy with what is going on with him and the WWE. Graves, Graves wrapped up his post message from everyone questioning his whereabouts, offering an unfiltered look at his mindset, while his fans applauded his honesty. The tweets sparked conversation about the challenges faced by wrestling transitioning into other roles. Graves has been a staple of WWE commentary constantly, being the unique voice and perspective at the table. As the landscape of WWE continues to evolve, Graves' latest comment proves that even behind the scenes, emotions run high. So apparently, Graves is not happy with his role in WWE and being booked down to NXT. Here's the thing, when you work for a company and the big bosses come to you and say, look, listen, we've decided that we wanted to shift your responsibilities to other things. Um, I I don't have a problem with this whatsoever. I don't. I don't have a problem with this whatsoever. Because Graves has to know that he still works for the WWE. Yes, you may not like your new role. You may not like what's going on, but you have to accept it. You have to accept it, and that's just the bottom line. So Graves needs to understand that this change is necessary so that they can keep everybody in house. So I don't see what the issue is. I don't see what the issue is on what's been happening. So I don't have an issue with this whatsoever. I don't have an issue with this whatsoever. And I mean, if Graves doesn't like his new role in the WWE, then I don't know what to tell him. I don't know what to tell him at this point. I'm at a loss. I'm at a full loss here. Um, I mean, there's really nothing I could say, but I guess okay. I guess if you don't like your role, then what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? I mean, I would not listen. If somebody changes my role or whatever, you just have to accept it. You just have to accept it, and you just have to move on. I mean, there's really nothing you could do about it. I mean, the shakeup needs to happen, and the WWE wanted a shakeup in that department, and that's what happened. That is what was called for, and that is what was taking place. So you really cannot blame anybody. Bro, man, what's up, Earl? Samoa Joe returned last night, bro. Yes, Samoa Joe returned last night, bro, and it was absolutely great. I love to see Samoa Joe back in AEW. I thought that was really good last night. Make sure that you all smash that like button, and start today. I greatly appreciate it. Um, so so now getting back to what's been going on with Pat McAfee. So Pat McAfee is said to miss Raw amidst the Corey Graves drama. Okay. So Pat McAfee will not appear on next week's Raw, leaving fans to wonder how this will impact the already tense commentary scene. McAfee, who has been a fixture in WWE broadcasting, has his hands full with ESPN's mega event coverage. On January 20th at 7:45. Uh, it comes at a time when Graves has been vocal about his frustrations with moving NXT. Jim Ross weighed in on the situation during his Grilling JR podcast, discussing the tougher nature of broadcast business and expressing empathy for Graves. He even made a comparison between Graves and McAfee, bluntly saying, "Would you trade Pat McAfee and his massive broadcast platform with Corey Graves? I wouldn't be. I wouldn't to be. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Um, Ross says I wouldn't, to be honest." So Jim Ross weighed in on the situation and he gave his 2 cents. He gave his 2 cents and he said he wouldn't trade Pat McAfee for Corey Graves. So he likes Pat McAfee more than he likes Corey Graves. I don't have a problem with Corey Graves. I really don't. I think his commentary is okay. It's okay for what it is. You know, it's okay for what it is. But again, like I said before, I'll say it again. I mean, there's really nothing you could do about it in the grand scheme of things. There's really nothing you could do about it. You just have to suck it up and take your lumps and move forward. And that's the only advice that I can give at this time. That's the only advice I can give at this time. And that's it. You just have to learn that it's business and business is business. And that's what it is. You know, that is exactly what it is. It's business. It's it's the WWE's business. So, all right. So that's what's going on with that, with McAfee and Corey Graves. So that's what's going on with that. All right. Let's move on from that wrestling news to something that I'm going to share with you all tonight here on the Wrestling Experience. And that is, all right. Somebody asked me the other day, what is the difference? What is the difference between a house show and a television show? Well, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. The difference between a house show and a television show is the following. House shows are live events that are not televised. Okay? Their primary purpose is to entertain the local audience and generate revenue through ticket sales. They often feature matches that may not be seen on television. So when you see a house show, when you go to a house show, whether it's AEW or WWE, they put on, well, AEW don't do house shows. They don't do AEW don't do house shows, but WWE does, and they're reducing their house shows up this year. They they do their house shows, and they put on matches that you've never seen, or they try to do matches that you've never seen before in a live event. And it's also a good way for you to reconnect, to connect with the wrestlers and without the TV cameras and everything, so that you can encompass in their storyline and their journeys and everything else. And it's also a good way if an injured star comes back to a house show. It's also a great way to reconnect with the audience because they haven't seen the person in a long time. So that is what a house show is. That is what a house show is. And that's what it does. It's exactly what it does. It's supposed to give you a different perspective of the TV side of the house show and the live events. Non televised, they still show you matches that you've never seen before, and it gives you a perspective on the reconnection of the wrestler and the storyline that they're taking on and the journey and everything else in between. And it's also very entertaining as well. I've gone to many WWE house shows. I couldn't even tell you how many that I have attended, and I always have a good time. Always had a good time. I always enjoyed myself, and it is something that you all need to do. I encourage everybody to do it and to be part of the WWE's house show. So go to your local house show if they're in your town or your city. And that's what a house show is. All right. a broadcast program like Monday Night Raw and SmackDown are designed to attract a larger audience, including their storyline development, character development, promotional segments. So a television show like SmackDown and Raw are designed to build up towards a pay-per-view and to include new storylines and to include programs that current wrestlers are going into. And it's also to give you a taste of what does come with that particular wrestler. And of course, it's to connect with the audience as well. Just like the house show, it's designed also to connect with the audience and to give them a journey, give them a ride, and everything else. So that is what a house show. That is what I mean. That is what a television show does. A weekly episodic television show like Raw and SmackDown. That's what they are designed to do. They're designed to entertain you and, of course, to connect with the audience and to give you storylines and to give you compelling action in the ring, whether it's 2 hours or 3 hours. They're there to design to work with the audience and work with the live crowd that's in the arena. So that is the difference between a house show and a television show. That's the difference. That's the difference right there. All right. So I gave you that. I gave you that. Now, let's talk about ticket sales and what's coming up in the wrestling calendar. Okay. So here's the thing: if you want to know what's going on in AEW and WWE, well, first of all, in the WWE, we got the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble is happening on Saturday night, February the 1st. Saturday night, February the 1st. That begins at 8 p.m. Eastern for the Royal Rumble. And of course, tickets available right now at Ticketmaster.com. Ticketmaster.com is your way to get into the 2025 Royal Rumble. We also have Friday night SmackDown in Saturday night's main event, excuse me, in San Antonio, Texas. And tickets are available right now at Ticketmaster.com and all Ticketmaster locations in the San Antonio area. So you want to be part of that extravaganza as well. We also have the Elimination Chamber on March the 1st, and those tickets are available right now at Ticketmaster.com, and it will be held in the Rogers Center in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. All right, so that's what's going on with WWE. Also in WWE Raw will return to Madison Square Garden in New York City on Monday night, March the 10th. Monday night, March the 10th, and that will begin at 7:45 p.m. Tickets are available right now at Ticketmaster.com and be a part of the WWE experience when they roll right in Madison Square Garden on Monday night, March the 10th. All right. In AEW, we've got we've got Revolution. Revolution is going to happen on Sunday, March the 9th. Sunday, March the 9th, and that will happen at the Crypto.com arena in downtown Los Angeles, California. And those tickets are available right now at Ticketmaster. Also, also tonight is Collision. Collision, of course, is happening tonight in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I believe tickets are available at AEWTix.com. So that is what's going on with AEW. And that is going also, they have Grand Slam Australia, which is happening in the month of February 15th. And tickets are available right now and available for you. Also, the big one is coming to Texas of course, it's AEW will make their debut in the arena in Arlington Stadium, home of the Texas Rangers. Globe Life Field will host AEW on July 12th. That is July the 12th. And tickets are available right now at Ticketmaster.com and AEWTix.com. Yes, so all of that information is for you, our wrestling fans. All right. So I gave you wrestling news. I gave you ticket updates, ticket information, and a like. So I hope that you all will enjoy that and go to those events and be a part of history. All right. So upcoming shows, we've got SmackDown tomorrow night. I'll be on the air 7:50 for SmackDown. Then we have the Wrestling Chronicles, which will finish out the week, and that will happen on Saturday afternoon. I'll be on the air at 1:10 in the afternoon. So that that is going to that is the information that I have for you. An AEW Dynamite last night took place in Cincinnati, Ohio. The show was decent. The show was fine for what it was. I had a lot of fun last night with the show. I thought the show was decent at best. I didn't have any problems with it last night. I thought it was okay for what it was. Um, yeah, I thought it was okay for what it was. Um, so um, yeah, so anyway, like I said, last night's show was decent. At the end, of course, Moxley retaining the title. No shocking there with Moxley retaining. No shock there. I was not completely shocked about it. I knew he was going to retain by any means necessary, by any nefarious means, and he did just that. He retained with nefarious means and everything. So I'm going to give that match on an entertainment level. I'll give that match the main event dynamite. I'll give it a 7.5. I'll give it a 7.5. The match was fun for what it was. I mean, all that shenanigans in the match. I mean, the ending was just ridiculous. The ending was ridiculous. I found it to be ridiculous. But anyway, that's the way Moxley is. And he was bleeding from the ear after Powerhouse Hobbs bit the earring off in his ear. Samoa Joe returned last night, and I love that against Christian. Christian lost the match via disqualification with Hook, and the match was fine. The match was all right with what it was. Great chemistry, great nuance in the match. I had no issues with the match whatsoever. It was all right for what it was. It was all right for what it was. So, so on an entertainment level, I gave the match. I would say maybe about. I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a 6. Excuse me. I'll give it a 6. It was okay for what it was. Would I want to see it again? Yeah. Like I said, it was all right for what it was, and everything was. But do I want? Like I said, do I want to see it again? No. Like I said, it was all right for what it was, and that's good enough for me. All right. Um, and like I said, the other matches were okay. Kenny Omega Kenny Omega returned to the ring after surgery, and he took on Brian Cage. Ricochet ran again. Ricochet ran away again. Swerve Strickland. These two men are going to meet 2 weeks in Dynamite. I can't wait for that match. That should be interesting. That should be interesting to say none the least. But anyway, that was Dynamite. That was Dynamite last night. And I gave the show a solid B. The show got a solid B for me, and like I said, it was good for what it was. It was good for what it was. It was solid. It was a solid Dynamite last night. I have to admit, the show was solid in Cincinnati, and it was the right venue. I'm glad AEW is starting to go with those smaller venues. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a hit with the fans, and I think it's a hit in the ticket sales because it sells very quickly those small venues. And I think the smaller, the better. Less is more. That's what I with AEW. Less is more. So that's how I feel about that. I think less is more. And I think less is more, to be honest with you. If you want me to be perfectly honest with you, less is more. So that is going to do it. So that was AEW Dynamite. So like I said, the wrestling experience is almost done, folks. But before we get out of here, before we get out, this is a quick wrestling experience, by the way. I hope that you enjoyed the fans guide, and I hope that I gave you some kind of perspective as to what the difference is between a house show and what the difference between a television show is. I gave you some ticket information. I gave you some wrestling news on the Corey Graves situation. I gave you that. So, um, I hope everyone will have a good rest of your Thursday. And yeah, like I said, the show is short, but this is, I don't have any other thing to add. But to add this, don't forget in a couple of weeks, just I think about 1 week from today, we're going to have Saturday night's main event, and that's going to happen on Saturday night, the 25th of January. We're going to have that as we get closer and closer to the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble is getting closer and closer on Saturday night, January 25th, on NBC and Peacock nationwide. We're going to have that. We're going to do that telecast. And I can't wait to do that telecast. It's going to be great. So, so anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is this good experience. I want to thank you all for watching the wrestling experience. And please make sure that you smash that like button. You smash that like button. And of course, you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget, I'll be back in cyberspace on Friday night for Friday Night SmackDown. We're going to have fun with that telecast. Only on the air 7:50 for that telecast. Can't wait to do Friday Night SmackDown. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. To say none the least, all the WWE potpourri of action just for you, for our WWE fans. And of course, if you make sure that you like this show. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. hit the like button and you could be part of the show. So, again, like I said before, I'll say it again. I want to thank you all for watching the wrestling experience. And we hope that you all will enjoy the rest of your Thursday, enjoy the rest of your evening. And I will be back in cyberspace on Friday night for Friday Night SmackDown. I'll come through your airwaves once again with Friday Night SmackDown as we get closer and closer to the 2025 30 men, 30 women over the top rope Royal Rumble. But first, we got a speed bump and Saturday night's main event. That will happen, as I said, what will happen, I believe, next Saturday night, the 25th of January. So can't wait to do that telecast. Can't wait to do that telecast. And it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have Gunther. Gunther will defend his title against Jay Uso. Sheamus will go after Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. That should be fun. That should be fun. So two matches have been signed to Saturday night's main event. I can't wait to do San Antonio next Saturday night. It should be a fun show. It's gonna be a great show. It's gonna be a fun show. Now everybody will enjoy that Taha as we march forward to the Royal Rumble. John Cena is going to be in the. So here's the thing with the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble already, the men are getting filled up for the Royal Rumble. We have we have Cena, we have Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins, all vying to go into Royal Rumble. So that's going to be great. Now, next week here on the Wrestling Experience, I'm going to ask him to come back on the show. We're going to talk about Saturday night's main event. We're going to predict Saturday night's main event. And we're going to do that telecast next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Standard Time if you keep it where it is. And I'm going to be debuting independent wrestling here, Maui Mike. Maui Mike is going to come on the Wrestling Experience. He's going to be on here next. He's going to be on here on Thursday, February the 6th. For Thursday, Feb 6th. And we're going to do that. We're going to predict the Royal Rumble. We're going to do the Royal Rumble. We're going to talk about the Royal Rumble. And we're going to do some predictions. And who we think is going to win the Royal Rumble. We're going to do that. No, we're going to rewind the Royal Rumble. Excuse me. We're going to rewind the Royal Rumble on the 6th of February. That's what, not predictions. We're going to rewind the Royal Rumble. So we're going to do that. Maybe next week on the Wrestling when my friend Vincent comes on, we'll do predictions for Saturday night's main event, and we're going to be doing predictions for the Royal Rumble as well. We're going to do all of that for you next Thursday on the Wrestling Experience. So, like I said, I'll say it before, I'll say it again, folks. It is a testament that you join us for the telecast. And make sure that you like the video and you smash that like button. You smash it to smithereens. Give it a tsunami. Give it a bear hug. Whatever you gotta do, just hit that like button. Hit it. Hug it. Embrace. Do what you gotta do. But make sure that you smash that like button. Make sure you smash it. Yeah, so um, I don't have anything else to add tonight, guys. I really don't. I gave you some wrestling news. I gave you the hot topics of the day and everything else in between. Um, so I don't know if you have any questions or comments or thoughts. Um, let me know. Let me know in the chat. My thing is buffering all over the place. I do apologize, guys. I'm having internet connections. I have some issues with the connections, so I do apologize for that. Um, but I hope to. Well, I'm going to try to rectify the issue. So So anyway, everyone. Anyway, that is going to do it for the wrestling experience. I want to thank you all for watching tonight's telecast. I want to thank you for tuning into the wrestling experience. Like I said, I'll be back in cyberspace on Friday night, tomorrow night, just 24 hours from now, with Friday Night SmackDown. But we're going to have fun with that telecast. So, anyway, guys, anyway. Like I said, it's going to do it for me in the wrestling experience. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for watching tonight's telecast. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you in just 24 hours from now. Just 24 hours from now, I'll see you on Friday Night SmackDown. And we're going to have fun with that telecast. The 3 hour extravaganza from the WWE. And it's going to be a great Friday night. So I hope you're going to tune in. Hope you're going to grab a snack and come on back with Friday Night SmackDown as we go on the air at 7:50. And we'll be on the air with that telecast. So everyone, thank you for watching the Wrestling Experience. I'm Earl Cole. Thank you all so much for watching tonight. And please, like I said, make sure that you smash that like button. You smash that like button. And of course, you subscribe today. Don't delay. Do it today. Subscribe and be a part of the experience. Be a part of the wrestling experience. Until then, everyone, thank you again for watching. Please make sure that you have a safe Friday. Stay warm, stay healthy, stay positive, and I'll see you again. I'll see you again on Friday. Good night, everyone.